Okay, so we'll get started now. Once again, thank you all for coming. We hope that you're super excited to see what your fellow Explorer hackers have created, and hope you're excited to see the winners. All right. So first off, before we even get into any of that, I just really wanted to take this time to thank all of our really generous sponsors. They're really the people who allowed Explorer Hacks to happen and provide you with all of the benefits that you've received throughout your development journey. So here's just a quick list of all of them. We highly encourage you to check out what each of them offer. I think most of you have already gotten some experience with some of them. I think most of you have already used a little bit of Echo AR and also DraftBit. We saw quite a few of them while we were judging, and that's really, really great because you're starting to learn different tools that you can use and when to apply them. But just one quick shout out that I want to give to one of our really generous sponsors is Slingshot, and his CEO is actually here with us tonight, and he's going to talk a little bit about what Slingshot is and what he can do for us. So with all that said, I'll hand it off to him.
Awesome. Thanks, Leo. Hey, guys. Hopefully, all the blood, sweat, and tears are about to pay off. Hackathons are always one of the most rewarding experiences. As a serial hacker myself, I can definitely vouch for it. But hey, I'm Akshat. I go by Ak. I'm the CEO at Slingshot. I graduated with a degree in computer science from Carnegie Mellon. And after working at places like Apple, AI, and Microsoft, and several other startups, Slingshot is what I do full time. So at Slingshot, we place high schoolers with paid work opportunities at startups out of Y Combinator, Techstars, CMU, MIT, and Stanford. You can go check us out at slingshotahead.com. Really kind of, I've been in the same position where you guys are, where the only opportunities were, oh, pay $1,000 to end up with a summer shelved project at the end of the summer at best. So Slingshot has really changed the game. And it's a huge differentiator on your college resume or app, working at a cutting edge startup, learning actual stuff, putting actual stuff into production, making big money out of it. It's a no brainer. We've placed high schoolers at like $50 an hour internships at Y Combinator startups. So, really offering something unique and exciting here. And it's not just programming. We have, roles across marketing, sales, graphics design as well, that these startups are looking for, and exclusively high schoolers, by virtue of what the community we've created. So what can you do next? You can go today, sign up at slingshotahead.com and land a paid gig or work opportunity. Even today, it's year round rolling. And to the top winners today, we'll be promoting you directly to Slingshot Verified, which basically means that we'll put you directly in the matching process with these startups. So, for the winners today, hit me up after. I'll drop my email later to Leo and the organizers. And then I can, directly promote you to start getting matched and landing your first gig or internship. So that's me, that's Slingshot, and all the best to everyone. Again, a huge round of applause to all the organizers and everyone's a winner at a hackathon. If you don't win today, you'll win tomorrow. Just keep at it. All the best.
All right, thank you for that quick overview of Slingshot. Just with that said, Slingshot has also actually given us a link for you to sign up. If you sign up through here, you help out Explorer Hacks' efforts, and you'll also get to, once again, sign up for Slingshot and access all of their great resources for you.
Oh yeah, so thank you so much, Leo, and I'm gonna go on to talk about our mentors and speakers. So yeah, once again, this event most definitely would not have been possible without each and every single one of these mentors and speakers. Yeah, I know a lot of you guys showed up to a lot of the workshops, and they were really intriguing. They went over a lot of new information, and I'm sure you guys learned a lot of new information. And I saw that a lot of you guys incorporated them into your projects as well. So I'm really glad that you guys learned new things, and once again, a big thank you to all of these guys for being there and supporting our event.
All right, so now I'm gonna give a quick thank you to all of our judges. They painstakingly went through all of your projects. They were all fantastic, by the way. I just want to really emphasize that. but these are really the key judges that helped put everything together and help grade your projects. Once again, they were all amazing. I just really want to thank all of these people for volunteering their time to helping out Explore Hacks. Okay, so as many of you probably know, we ran a couple of Easter eggs on our website and also throughout our Discord. And we just really wanted to show what this really was, because it was a great chance to win Explore points, and we were just super enthusiastic when we made this, and we just really want to show all of you how to access these Easter eggs and reveal the entire secret.
Yeah, and also real quick, congratulations to all of you guys that found it, because they most definitely were not easy hints, and yeah, great job on that. So yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing so that he can show them now.
Yep. Okay, so first off, I'm just going to share the website, because I think that'll be the easiest thing to go off of. But actually, one thing that I want to pull up first is we actually sent out a secret YouTube link. Well, it wasn't super secret. We actually sent it in our public Discord. And if you actually scroll around, and I believe it was in the Project Showcase channel, I pinned a message there, which was a video that had the first hint to the Easter egg. So if I go to this video, you can see here that it's by us, and it's the first Easter egg. And if you go to the timestamp at 3:13, you see this combination of these particular icons. And the interesting thing about it is that those icons directly correspond to the icons that are on our website right here. And if you click on them in the correct order, so let me just flip between these two tabs. So this here, here, and finally this one. All right, maybe I have to open them on two separate tabs. 1, 2, 3.
We cannot see the second tab, by the way.
Okay, 1 second. Okay, I think we may have changed the, oh, never mind. Okay, I got it in. Okay, so after you enter those in, apologies for that, you'll get to this nice little screen here with these letters. And the special thing about these letters is that they actually correspond to the different criteria that your projects were graded on. So it's F, S, S, I, U, S, F. So if I enter that into our website, and I enter them correctly, so this, you'll see a complete 3D version of our website. Well, not a complete website, but we created a 3D model of the most prominent elements of our website that you can move around and even play fireworks on. So I think if I click this, you should be able to see some fireworks show up in the end. So if any of you recognize that song, some of you may recognize that song.
But you're not sharing your audio. I don't think they could hear the.
Okay, so never mind. But basically, a song plays when you click on there, and also if you click on our logo, as you saw earlier, it spins and fireworks come up. So if I also spam click this, you see a bunch of fireworks come up here. Feel free to enter these in right now. You can probably just skip to the very last one. We think that was the most cool Easter egg, and then test those out. All right, and then with that said, I'm going to hand it back to Samved, who's now going to talk about our nominees.
Yep. All right, let me start sharing my screen once again. All right, yeah, so here's the quick mapping of the Easter eggs. I'll just leave it here if anyone, for a second, if anyone is trying to open them up right now. So as he said, you just go over here and use that to open up the second one into the third one. All right, so if anyone afterwards still wants the codes to them to be able to open up the Easter eggs, just DM like probably Leo, and then he can help you out to figure them out and find the last page. But anyways, I'm gonna keep going for now. All right, so now I'm gonna go over all the word nominees. So real quick, before I reveal them, we looked through all of the projects, and they were actually each and every single one of them was incredibly unique, and we were incredibly impressed by all of the projects that you guys put together. And even if you did not win one of the awards, then really just don't worry about it, because I'm sure that you can take whatever you have over here, make it into something bigger, maybe go into a different hackathon, or maybe come to Explore Hacks when you host it a second time, and then come and win that time, because every single one of them was incredible. So yeah, and another thing I'm gonna say is that these are award nominees. Not these are all the ones which we picked out as notable, like the all of the projects which we really liked ourselves. Sadly, we weren't able to fit all of them into gaining some of the top rewards. But if you are stated on this next slide, then just know that whatever product you created was just incredibly good, and it really caught all of our attentions, including the judges. All right, so here I'm going to quickly give a shout out to all our nominees. So Energy IX, Outreach, Timeline, Poached, Vixit, Refood, Ecoholics, Sell Me, and Mask Pass. So all of you guys are in contention for winning some of the prizes in the next slides, which we're going to soon reveal. So each and every single one, all 9 of these teams should be incredibly proud for this accomplishment, because the competition, let me tell you, was incredibly fierce, and there were so many good projects that you had to go through in order to finally narrow it down to only these 9 projects. So yeah, everyone just give yourselves a quick round of applause for all the hard work which you did this weekend. All right, I'm gonna go on and we'll start revealing the winners now.
Now on to secondary winners. So for secondary winners, we have Best UI and Most Innovative. So for Best UI, we have Vixit with their simplistic and effective interactive user interface. And we're now going to show their demo video.
Wait, do you hear the audio?
No, I can't hear it.
We do not.
So,
Oh wait, give me a second. Let me stop sharing and share with audio.
Yeah.
My bad on that. All right, here. You can hear it now, right?
Good evening, everyone.
yeah, I can hear it.
COTNW, and we're here with Vixit. So Vixit in Hindi stands for developed, which is what we aspire our product to help countries become. So basically, this was the theme of the hackathon, and we chose this theme, which was that we noticed that around 70% of the population is willing to receive a COVID-19 vaccination, even though vaccinations are required to eradicate diseases, and we thought that that was very weird. So we researched and we found that there are 2 major reasons behind this. So firstly, people living in majorly unvaccinated areas tend to never get the vaccines, as they're not pushed by their neighbors and they don't feel pressure from those around them. And secondly, people who aren't aware of the correct facts regarding vaccines often believe in misinformation and myths. This leads to them repelling the COVID-19 vaccination. So for that, we've devised a solution, which is a mobile app that incentivizes the process of getting people to take the vaccine. The app will provide users with redeemable credits if they can get someone from nearby unvaccinated areas to take the COVID-19 vaccines. So basically, this is the basis of the idea, that our app will show nearby locations and statistics regarding vaccination rates to the user. Then the user can then go to that one of the locations and help people over there. And like once the person that they've helped decides to get vaccinated, the user can upload their vaccination certificate to earn redeemable credits. So these are the starting screens. So basically we designed the whole UI of the app on Figma, and like the UI is done, and we were also able to implement most of the features by using Flutter. So yeah, this is the overview. We have a sign-in. So basically the sign-in will be country specific. So for our case, which is India, we chose Aadhaar card, but for other countries like US, we might be using other verification techniques like social security number, etc. And this is the home page. So basically this is what the user will be shown in the hotspots area. Basically it will be a map where the user can click on different regions and go to that different like specific region, and like get information regarding it, and then they can choose like which area they want to go to so that they can help people. We also have Google Maps integrated to the app so that they can uh, directly go to the Maps app by clicking on the button on our app. Then they also get a redeemable point named Vixons. Basically, helping a person gives them 10 Vixons. They can also buy vaccines from our app. And this is the verification screen. And we also have a leaderboard which shows the gamified experience. And this is our business plan, basically affiliate commission. We would gain commission from the vaccine company because there would be a shop inside our app, and we'll also be using ads to generate revenue, which we will be using to give to the users as redeemable credits. And our app has a lasting impact because we will get people who were earlier reluctant to get vaccinated, and this would also pace up vaccination, and like we can help eradicate the COVID-19 pandemic more efficiently. And if we can get our app to a significant user base, we can continue using the verification for other diseases which come up in the future or which already exist. Now I'll be showing you the demo of the app. So this is the splash screen. This is the introduction screens which introduces the user to our app. So this is the home screen. So basically we used Google Maps API for this part, the maps part. So as you can see, it first takes the location of a person, and then it provides data for the areas around the person's area. So like as you can see, and like it shows the stats. So all the stats have been fetched by COVID-19 India database, and we also made our own API to handle the backend functions of our app. Right. So this is the verify screen, and you'll have to upload like the document of the vaccination and the Aadhaar card number of the person who got vaccinated. Right. And this is the shop. This is just a placeholder for now. And this is your profile. And this is the leaderboard. Thank you for listening to our pitch, and I hope you like our idea. Thank you.
And that was the end of Vixit's demo video, where they basically like promote people getting vaccines and spreading the awareness of it. And you can see how their like user interface was really compelling, and it was hard to narrow down to just this one as everybody's was very good. So on to most innovative, we have Selmy with their original and impactful product that encourages the spread of like business and marketing with streaming.
Samvid, I don't see it.
Or even
Oh, never mind.
Sketches or who it may concern. I'm Monica Ching. I am 16 years old high school student. I am Vietnamese and I just moved to Canada a few years back. I'm also a beginner in web development and UI UX design. This is my first hackathon, so I hope it will initiate my passion for coding even more after this. And I apologize for bugs or demises in advance since I code this with very restricted time as I work in a full-time job in the summer. Without further ado, let's move on to my page. Before explaining the revolutionizing aspect of my project, I would like to share a real-life story about a farmer in a local village in Yunnan, China. A village-born guy was knee-deep in debt and peddling fruit to tourists in the street of Liyang, Yunnan.
最好的一次销售是差不多20分钟不到，我们就卖了600万的销售额。
Now he's an internet sensation with 7.3 million followers. It's to show that it is no coincidence that news about China's e-commerce, particularly live streaming marketers, is altering the sphere of the marketing world and has accumulated 560 million users in China.
我觉得已经改变了大家的购物的方式。其实各种各样的产品，哪怕你不买，你也可以来看。 当然你看了你就有可能会买。
So I wondered to myself, why hasn't this diamond mine reached the global market? Well, I think the answer is truly simple. There is no marketplace that connects vendors, shoppers, and KOL streamers worldwide to this profitable untapped market. The platform that implemented this model in China is restricted to Chinese users only, and oftentimes is still heavily focused on shopping sites rather than live streams. In the West, the world of streaming is restricted to a small margin of occupation like gamers only. Many local shops can't afford expensive marketing strategy as well as a way to market their product. Such stories, unlike of farmers in China, show the unrivaled potential of live streaming to alleviate poverty, debt, and unemployment rate by an unthinkable number, especially in the time of need similar to COVID-19. That is why this project, Xiaomi, is going to reinvent the world's e-commerce landscape in a matter of a few years by simply provide a platform to connect streamers, sellers, and shoppers globally in a few simple swipes and clicks. Here I have created a landing page for users to go into and download the website into mobile devices. It is nothing fancy except for some features that I incorporate to make the website more interactive. The rest are UI UX design that are created on Figma. App usage is extremely intuitive, for all you need to know is to swipe right to enter the next live room, swipe up to view the product. There are features to scan QR codes or enter live room number as well. Streamers can earn money by a price negotiated with the seller or a fixed public rate. Each product sold by the user clicking directly on the shoppable product feature will earn the streamers a commission as well. Increasingly, global celebrities are taking note of the trend's success to sell their own brands. Kim Kardashian sold 15,000 bottles of her perfume in a few minutes with Via, China's top live streamer last November. When customers click the link on the product or e-store, they can browse pictures, watch try-on videos, or catch live streams, so they now have more ways to interact with brands and are engaged for longer periods of time. Shoppers can also utilize virtual currencies and in-app payments to optimize accessibility and online purchases. Live streaming is another way for brands to gain awareness, move excess inventory, and for small local business from craft artisan to independent farmers to reach customer, all the more important in light of this year COVID's lockdown restrictions. So streamers do not need a degree, an impressive background, or any flashy accessories. All they need is their true, most authentic self. From a cosmic perspective, Xiaomi is highly scalable and employs the latest market trend. There's no reason to doubt the staggering growth this business model will bring, and I trust that with Xiaomi, the future of live stream e-commerce will completely turn around. Thank you.
So as you saw in this video, this product has done an incredible job segmenting their market and creating a product which effectively brings together commerce and streaming to promote public e-commerce.
So those were some really great projects. Now I'm going to be announcing the overall winners. So for runner-up 3, we have Wexit by Lakshya, Anshul, and Samrand.
Yep, so we already showed this video on the previous slide as they were also the winners of the best UI. So congratulations for you guys, because you guys really made a compelling project considering you won both of these awards. So yeah, we'll go on to the second runner-up now.
Yeah, and so for runner-up number 2, we have Timeline, created by Ivan, Joshua, Wilbur, and Nicholas.
As global COVID-19 health restrictions begin to relax in many countries, public spaces now seem to be home to comically long lineups. restaurants, washrooms, and even essential businesses are now hardly accessible due to long wait times and lowered indoor capacities. Our goal is to motivate civilians to safely explore new places without the unhygienic bustle of crowds and long lineups. Introducing Timeline. Waiting has never been faster and safer. Although you can find the busy hours for a specific location, it is nearly impossible to search locations by busyness. Most people rely on word of mouth, and it is unrealistic to search for every location or business in the area. Fortunately, Timeline solves that problem. Timeline takes crowdsourced foot traffic data and specifically filters out attractions based on their current busyness levels. Users enter the location, choose a type of attraction, for example, restaurants, museums, shops, etc., and a radius to select from. We display only currently open locations and their busyness in a fluid, beautiful web app built from the ground up for expandability and modularity. Though initially inspired by COVID-19 and physical distancing, our app is designed to have lasting impacts far into the future. Timeline adds another dimension to trip planning, one where adventures are also planned around local foot traffic and crowds. We hope to inspire users to explore new local businesses while making lines a permanent thing of the past. Our data is also dynamically updated to show current data as time passes, meaning Timeline will never lose its relevance. And here is a demonstration of Timeline.
When a user visits our site, they are instantly greeted by our clean and simple landing page and are prompted to get started or explore other tabs. So let's get started. We're redirected to the Explore Busyness page, and here's where the magic of Timeline happens. With our simple and beautiful interface, users may enter their current or desired location of reference, the type of establishments to filter by, such as restaurants, stores, museums, and much more. And they can finally use the slider to select the radius based on how far they would like to travel. For example, I'm a student at school and I need to get groceries before going home, but I don't go grocery shopping enough to know which supermarkets are around me. I can start by entering my school's address, and the Google Places autofill will help me complete my search. I will filter by supermarkets. And lastly, I don't have a car with me, so I'll leave the radius at 5 kilometers for a short bike ride. As you can see, the nearby open supermarkets have been displayed with their busyness and rating out of 5 stars, and they are ordered from the least busy to most. Most of them are not too busy, but right here, Young Soon Farm Inc. has a 5 out of 5 star rating. So I think I'll go there because it's well rated and not too busy. In addition, I can click on the card to be redirected to a Google search of this location if I wish to learn more about it or get directions. Now, in another situation, supposedly the pandemic restrictions have lifted and I'm going out with my friends in Toronto and we're looking for lunch. I'll enter our current location in the middle of the city, filter by restaurants, and I'll set the radius to just around 500 meters so that we don't have to walk so far. As you can see, there are a number of food options available for us. Some of these options near the bottom are quite busy around 12 p.m. with Egg Baby and Expectation being 98% busy, so I think we'll avoid those. However, there's a lot of options that are not too busy right now, such as Popeyes or Five Guys, which have relatively high ratings and low busy rates at the time right now. Next, to demonstrate how Timeline presents real-time data, I'll search for bars in the same area. For reference, this area in Toronto is densely populated with bars within several hundred meters. However, you can see that most of them are usually closed. And now if I go back to Timeline and search for bars within a couple hundred meters, there should be fewer results. As you can see, only 2 results show up because most bars are closed. Despite many being here on the map, there's only 2 results here. Finally, we have an About page, where users can learn more about how Timeline works, the purpose and usefulness of Timeline, and if they're super keen, they can view the inner workings of Timeline through the link in the footer. And that's how Timeline works, a way to explore local businesses while avoiding busy times and busy lines.
As global COVID-19 health restrictions begin to relax in many countries, as global COVID-19
Okay, sorry about that. So But that was a really nice project by Taman. It's essentially helps people avoid traffic and avoid busy lines. So that was a really good project. Good job, guys.
As global COVID-19
All right, so now our final spot for runner-up will go to Refood, who basically created a program which can decrease food waste. So let's just watch their video and see what they have to offer us.
We're Refood, and we give imperfect foods a second chance. Imagine if you flushed $4 down the toilet for every 10 that you made. Ridiculous, right? But that's the reality of the US agriculture industry, where nearly 40% of all food produced ends up uneaten. American grocery stores throw out 43 billion pounds of food annually. But what's more shocking is that most of that food is fine to eat, but it still ends up in the landfill because of cosmetic imperfections, arbitrary sell-by dates, or damaged packaging. And yet, with all of that food waste, nearly 10% of all US households struggle to afford meals. This clearly tells us that there is a fundamental problem in how food is distributed and sold. So how do we solve this? Refood is a web app that allows grocery stores and supermarkets to sell slightly imperfect foods, like creased cereal boxes or blemished tomatoes, instead of throwing them away. Our app allows grocery stores to advertise and host Refood events in their local communities. During the events, grocery stores will sell imperfect foods that are still good to eat, but at a steeply discounted rate. Shoppers can sign up for local Refood events on the website, allowing them to save on their groceries while simultaneously reducing food waste. By creating a market that bridges the gap in supply of imperfect foods and demand from value-conscious consumers, grocery stores make extra money, consumers save money, and food waste is reduced. All right, now that we know a little bit about the market and background, let's dive right into the product demo. As you can see, we have our landing page right here. Let's say I'm a shopper and I want to sign up for a Refood event. I can click on Sign Up for Events, which will take me to a map of all the Refood events near me. So here we can see we have 4 Refood events around the San Jose area. I can click on one of these markers to get more information about the event. So it looks like this event is from Target. It's an awesome event. Please come. And this is the event start and end time. So I can click all of these events to get more information. I'm personally a big fan of Trader Joe's. They have a very compelling description right here. The event start and end time fits with my schedule, so I want to sign up. I can click the sign up button, which will give me a form asking for my name and email so that the store can contact me about the event. So I'll go ahead and fill out this form. So Henry Wang, and that's my email, and I'll go ahead and click submit. Now, if Trader Joe's wants to contact me about any details regarding the event, they have my name and email. That's pretty much it for the user end. So how does this work on the grocery store end? Let's click sign out and go back to the landing page. So obviously, as a grocery store, we want to log in as grocery store, and this is the sort of dashboard that they get. So they still have a food event map with the local events around their area, and the only difference is that they can't sign up for an event because they're a grocery store. They also have an event creation form and a list of all the signups. So I just signed up and I'm on this list, and that's pretty nice. So let's take a look at the event creation form. Essentially, it asks for a couple of fields such as the location of the event name, the event time, and the event description. And based on this information, it'll create a new marker, a new event in this food event map that will be shown to all the users. So let's just fill out some sample information. My event is going to be at this latitude, and it's going to be over here as well. Cool. So it's like I made a typo. Don't want that in the middle of the ocean. Event name, super cool. Event Refood. Event start. Let's just pick some random time. Event end, like another random time. Cool. Event description, epic, and submit. So if we look around, it looks like we have a new event, super cool event, Refood, epic, event start, end time. We have that new event created. And now we have the sign up form, obviously. So I'm going to show you that I can sign up up for this super cool event as a user, and it's going to show up in the sign up form. So super cool, that's the name, and then blah, blah, blah at gmail.com. So let's submit, and we can see that information is now in the sign up page. All right, cool. So that's pretty much it for the demo. We hope you like the platform, and remember to give imperfect foods a second chance.
All right, so now we're gonna move on to the third place, second place, and finally, the grand winner. So
We're
all right, so for third place, we have Contact Track by all these people here. And let's play the video.
Hi, my name is Ashank. Krish, Pranit, and I created an app called Contract Track, a contract tracing app specifically made for schools. COVID-19 has permanently altered our society in many ways, but perhaps the most affected sector is education. For over a year now, kids around the globe have been attending their classes completely online. But as summer ends and school starts to open up again, administrators are facing some unique issues. One of these issues is contact tracing. Students are constantly moving between classrooms and working in close contact with their peers during the school day. This can lead to germs being spread between kids and lead to the rapid escalation of a disease like COVID.
The solution. This is where our app, Contact Track, comes in. Currently, contact tracing apps on the market are not designed for a school setting because they're better suited for the outside, and they also don't tell you the name of the people you come in contact with. Obviously, school administration would not be able to use apps such as these because they don't allow them to see the names of the people they've been in contact with. Our app, using Bluetooth power levels, aka RSSI, can accurately measure the distance between students using the app. From here, an infected student is able to see how many students they came in contact with, as well as the name of the students they came in contact with. If a student were to receive a positive test, they can easily email all the students they came in contact with through our app.
Our tech. So the main struggle that we had while creating this project was to get an accurate reading of the distance between two phones. Our first idea was to use core Bluetooth and calculate the distance using the strength of the Bluetooth signal, using the formula that you can see on your screen, but we got inconsistent results. We then tried using multi-peer connectivity, which was going well until we realized that it was not accurate enough for a school setting. The reason for this is that multi-peer connectivity uses latitude and longitude coordinates. While these coordinates may be accurate on a larger scale, they are not nearly effective enough to check whether there is someone within 6 feet of you.
We were stuck and had ran out of ideas, so we decided to try using core Bluetooth again. We realized that the orientation of the phone could lead to different Bluetooth power levels, so we made sure to account for this, and then we were able to make the app work. Our app will not only help mitigate the spread of COVID, but it will also be useful for slowing the spread of other potentially infectious diseases. Now that this is clear how the tech in our app works, let's move on to a demo to show how the features of our app work.
Let's start off by opening Contact Track, our app. When we open up our app, we're prompted with a login message, but if we don't have an account, we can simply hit the sign up button. So let's do that. Now that we are at the sign up page, let's start by filling out these fields. So my first name is Sashank, and my last name is Balusu. My email address is sashankbalusu, at gmail.com. My username can be anything I want it to be. In this case, let's choose something simple, so I'm just going to say Sashank. My school ID number is provided by the school, but I'm just going to use an example ID number in this case. My school name can be whatever my school is, so I'm just going to say MIDI. Now let's press sign up. As you can see, we are successfully signed in after that sign up option.
Now let's go back to our login screen to verify that our information is actually being used in the login. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a fake username that I didn't register with. So I can type whatever here, and then I can do a sample school name. As you can see, when I press login, I am given an alert that says that I have an invalid authentication, which means that I didn't enter a valid username and password. So let's go ahead and enter a valid username and passcode. As you can see, once we enter the contact information that we used previously, we are greeted with the welcome message. Now let's explore some of the features that our UI has once you have a contact. We're going to explain a little bit more later about our actual contact tracing and show it working, but for now let's just show the features.
When we swipe to the left, what we can see is we can see the name of the person we got in contact with. As you can see, we came in contact with one of our other teammates, Krish Iyengar, which is shortened to KI here. Now let's swipe back. Another thing that we can do is we can mail all the contacts that we affected.
When we click on this button, we are approached with an already created email, along with a generated email to the person that we affected. Right now, we used x@gmail.com as a sample email that was auto-generated by our program. Let's delete our draft now and go back to our main screen. Another thing that we can do is export our data into a Notepad or other type of file. In order to do that, we just click Export Data, and then we scroll to Notes, and then we save. Now let's go into Notes. When we go into Notes, you can see that we have a contractdata.txt file, and you can see the person that you might have infected, along with the time that you interacted with them.
So as you can see, Pranit's current screen says that there have been 0 contacts made. And if we go to Shashank's screen, it also says that there have been 0 contacts made. But if they walk past each other, Shashank gets 1 contact and Pranit gets 1 contact. And they can do many different things with it.
All right, so you can see why this project was third place. It involved very interesting Bluetooth technology and very interesting implementations of it, as well as the new formulas that were used. And of course, there are pre-existing implementations of this right now, but the target audience for this and also the way it was made was very unique and was very surprising that it has been able to achieve in like 2 days. So
Wait,
moving
give
on.
me a sec. I'm gonna reload my Chrome real quick. It's just glitching up a bit.
All right, sure.
All right. Sorry about that. It was just like, yeah, I was just glitching up my entire laptop. All right, we can move on to second place now. My bad.
Oh yeah, just go to second place. All right, so yeah, this is Ecoholics.
Hello, my name is Devatel, and today I'll be introducing Ecoholics by myself, Tirth Nagar, Prathan Pathak, and Jay Prakash Pathak. Tagline: Your trash is your treasure. Prompt: create a project that solves a current issue in the world and has a lasting impact on a market of your choice in the future. Solution/impact. Ecoholics is a company that wants to improve the world's problems one recycle at a time. We decided to start off recycling aluminum and other materials that clients provide us with. We dispose of materials by selling them to companies and reuse ourselves to manufacture other products, which can be used many times over. Our project will help better our environment by improving quality of life in areas close to landfills by reducing the amount of recyclable material that end up there. Us entering into the market will make a huge and definite change in our community's waste management system.
Hi, my name is Tirth, and today I'll be walking you through our business model. So our project will give people the opportunity to improve the world while making a profit for themselves. People can drop off recyclable material at our various eco zones located all throughout Canada. All that's left for our clients to do when they reach the eco zone is scan the QR code from their mobile app, weigh the recyclable materials, and get paid. We will give the recyclable material gathered to companies like Aluminum Recycling, OM Scrap Metal, Recycle for Cash, and many more in return for a profit, so our business can continue to function and grow. Once we get paid, we will give our clients e-credits called ECO that can be redeemed for gift cards, donations to charity, and many other rewards. You may be wondering why clients don't reach out directly to companies like Aluminum Recycling, OM Scrap Metal, Recycle for Cash. Well, it's because such companies only deal with major businesses which sell them scraps in large batches and don't provide any sort of compensation for the lone community member.
Hello, my name is Jay, and this is our demo of Ecoholics. First of all, as soon as you enter our site, you are greeted with the welcome page where you can read a little bit about what our company is, as well as why they choose us. After that, you have 6 options to choose from: home, about, services, rewards, our team, and our contact page. You also greet with our social media icons, as well as our email and our phone number. When you scroll down to our About Us page, you can read a little bit about our company and what we are and what we do. When you scroll down to services, you can see the amount of services we provide in terms of the recycling process. So e-waste recycling, scrap metal recycling, aluminum recycling. We also mentioned something called eco points in our sort of idea. And our eco points, though pricing, are listed in the 3 categories, and we have listed here. When you scroll down to your rewards section, you can see gift cards which you can redeem. So based on the eco you receive from your recycling, you would be able to earn rewards for it. These are all the rewards that we provide. And our team page, as well as our contact page. Moving on, let's say now we want to log into our account. So let's go to get started. It'll take us to our login page. And now we can either register as a new account or we can log in into our account. In this case, I already have an account, so I'm just going to log into that account. So to log in, it takes me to my profile page or my home page. And now I am able to see my carbon footprint, my eco feed, so I can see what things I've recycled over the past month, as well as where I can redeem my gift cards with the eco I have. In this case, my balance right now is at eco 10. And if I look at these gift cards here, that they require 25 eco and they're worth $200. So now I wouldn't be able to redeem it, but if I were to keep recycling, this number would go up, and therefore I would be able to redeem my points or redeem my gift cards. Moving on to our app. This is our app, Ecoholics, and as soon as you start off with the app, you create our login and our register page. Now you can log in with your account, or if you haven't created an account, you can register for an account. In this case, since I already have an account, I'm just going to log in, and now I'm created to my profile homepage. And now, therefore, just like the website, I'm able to access my footprint. I'm able to access my eco balance where I can redeem stuff, as well as like my eco feed where I can see what things I've recycled over the past month. Now, let's say I'm at my eco drop-off zone and I want to access or add my recyclable items to my account. I'll just open up the app, go to my QR code section on the app, and I can just scan that, and all those items that you have recycled will be added to this QR code to your account, and then for you will be able to see it in your eco feed. Moving on to our profile page, you just see your balance there. You have other options such as recently recycled, your transactions that you've done so far, notifications, if you have any accessibility options, account settings, and all that. And that is our app.
Hi, my name is Pratham, and today I'm going to be talking about future plans. These future plans are labeled from short term to long term. So first of all, we want to create the app that you guys saw, which was a prototype. Second, we want to team up with sponsors for better rewards for our clients. Third, we want to team up with foundations like Sick Kids so we can donate some of our money. Fourth, we want to make this project accessible all over North America. And lastly, make it international. I hope you guys like their project. Thank you for listening.
All right, so as you can see, this project was very unique and it had a really big target audience, and it did its market research very well. So obviously, recycling has always been a sort of small thing that not everyone's been looking at, and I know even I've just lazily thrown stuff in the wrong bin. And because now there's an incentive, it really offers a much better reason as to why you want to recycle, and also keeps it very engaging. Their website was well done and everything about it was very well organized. So moving on to the grand winner, which I'm sure you guys are all waiting for.
Hello. Hello, my name.
All right, and it's Selmy. So you guys have already watched the video, so we're not going to play it again, but you guys know the drill. So Selmy was a short video feed for businesses and people to market and advertise their products. And the reason why this is placed so high is because we already seen prehistoric videos, right? We've seen how the farmer benefited from having this app in China. And the main thing that was stopping this from already being a pre-existing app is that it was globally locked to China, and it wasn't accessible all around the world, right? So now that we're creating an app, we already have proof that our market plan is viable and that there's a reason that people actually want this app. And we also have much more proof that this could take off. And we've also seen historically, right? We have TikTok and all of the inspired TikTok clones like YouTube Shorts, Instagram feed, everything. It really appeals to the viewers' eye span and target, and has a really good target audience. Yeah.
Yep, and I also want to quickly give a shout out to Monica because she did it all on her own, and a lot of other people had like full teams of like 3 or 4 people, and this is like really incredible that she was able to do it all on her own and develop such an amazing product, which we chose as our first place winner and our I believe our most innovative winner. So congratulations to her.
Okay, so moving on to explore points. These were people who went to workshops, did all the challenges diligently, and in general were very active on the server and just helpful on the server also. So for first place, we have Ananya with a whopping 78 points. And in second place, we have Nalin. And in third place, we have Pajwal with 73 and 71 points respectively. Congratulations to all three of you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and one more thing which I want to point out is how close the race for this was. Like we had like
Yeah.
3 or 4 more people right behind with like 68, 69, 70 points. And it really could have been anyone with the second and third place points. So really good job to all three of you for coming out on top in the end.
Yes.
And now we're going to go into stickers. So everybody who participated in Explore Hacks will get a free custom sticker, which is in the next slide. So yeah, make sure you stay on the Discord server because shortly we're going to send out a form with all the information that you need to put to receive one of these stickers.
All right, so thank you all for coming. You all are, just by participating, all of you are winners. Once again, like David said, please stick around in the Discord server just a little bit longer. We'll give updates on stickers very shortly. And also we'll have announcements on Explore Hacks 2 and also the other mini event leading up to Explore Hacks 2. Thank you all for coming.